In today's video, I'm going to share with you the secret to building consistent habits by using what I call micro habits. I'm Patrick Menefee with this week's Monday Motivator, where I help you create the time and the financial freedom that you're looking for by helping you master your money, your mindset, and your mission. Now, this video is a part of a newsletter that I send out on a fairly regular basis. So if you did not come from your inbox, welcome. I'm glad you found this. Also, if you would like to get this delivered to you and subscribe to the newsletter, you can go ahead and click the link in the description below and you can sign up. Now, habits. Let's talk about habits. There's a lot of books written on habits. We know how important they are. There's plenty of people that talk about habits. Why do we still struggle with them? I want to talk about three different things. One is why we struggle with them, what micro habits are, and why you should use them. So why do we struggle with habits? We struggle with habits because we're self-starters, because we're motivated, because we hear that we need to set the bar high. Aim for the stars, at least you'll hit the moon, right? So we've got to do 100 push-ups a day. Let's use that as an example. Got to do 100 push-ups a day. That is going to get me to my goal. I'm going to be ripped. I'm going to be in shape. I'm going to look like The Rock. I'm going to be great. That's great. You do it for the first couple of days. And then the world smacks you in the face because we are imperfect humans living in a chaotic world. And all of a sudden it's 11:58 at night and you look down at your watch and you're like, shit, I didn't do my 100 push-ups. What do you do? A lot of times we chalk that up and say, well, I missed that one. And then we tell ourselves, without even realizing it, we tell ourselves stories about how, oh, well, I failed and, I don't keep commitments to myself and I didn't do it again because we set the bar too high. That is why we fail so many times at sticking to habits and getting consistent, is because we set the bar way too high. My answer to that is micro habits. Micro habits, you take a very, very, very small and digestible version of the habit that you want, and you set that as your standard. So in this case, make the standard one push-up. Just one. Now that doesn't mean that you only do one push-up, but that means that the minimum standard is one push-up every single day. As a result, now it's 11:59 and you realize, oh shit, it's 11:59. Got to do my one push-up. You can literally flip over in bed, do one push-up. Your spouse may never wake up, and you're done. Cross it off the list, check, build that confidence in yourself, build that consistency, build that momentum. And then the next day, when you're feeling good and it's top of mind, now you go knock out 1,000 of them. The next day you knock out 200 of them. And then when you're sick, or when the kids are all screaming, or when the dog is running all over the place and you're just beaten down and exhausted, you just do one and you can still sustain your momentum. That is the entire idea. And that is why, the third part, why you should use them. I can hear David Goggins. I can hear him running down the street, yelling at me, saying, that's not good enough. You're weak. You got to do 100. I get the idea. There's probably some of you that are thinking the same thing, that one is just, that's weak. Micro habits are not about getting to the end result. Micro habits are the catalyst to build the consistency that will then get you to the end result. What I mean by that is doing one push-up a day is not going to get you in shape. But doing one push-up a day is going to help you build a habit in the routine to consistently work out and consistently do more push-ups. And that is what allows you to get in shape. So focus on that one habit, because way too often we sacrifice our discipline at the altar of ambition simply because we aimed way too high and we didn't need to. Aim low as a starting point, get consistent, build the reps, put in the time, build the habit, and now all of a sudden your standard is going to go from one a day to, after you prove it to yourself for the next 21 or 66 days and you make it a true habit, and all of a sudden you're doing 50 a day. No problem, because you've got it baked into your head every single day. But start with one. So my challenge to you is, where can you implement micro habits? Where have you been struggling, where you've set the bar too high, where you can, is it just read one page? Is it read one sentence? Is it meditate for 10 seconds? Close your eyes for 10 seconds? Is it do one push-up, one jumping jack? What is it that you can do in an area that you're struggling where one small micro habit can start building momentum for you? I would love to hear from you. Either drop a comment below on the YouTube channel, or you can send me a reply in the email. But I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope this is helpful for you. I hope you can implement some micro habits and start building the consistency to get where you want to go.